You've seen him on Flappers, you've seen him at the Improv, you've seen him at the Comedy Store. A very funny gentleman. Please get off Mr. Nate Wyckoff!
Tom's a thief, but that's okay. How you guys doing tonight? I'm officially the last person that can ask you that and really mean it. Because after this, everyone will know exactly what you just said. My name is Nate Wyckoff. How many of you guys, I know Tom already did this, how many of you guys first time to Flapper? How many of you people have been to that crappy club compared to this fantastic place, Adele's? How many people have not been here before? All right, that's a lot of you guys. How many people, has anybody seen me? I heard a couple of yeses. This is a good time to mention there's no refunds. I'm going to do a couple of minutes here and hold you hostage, and then we're going to get to some very funny people who you have actually come to see. And first thing I want to talk about is politics. I know. This is your favorite thing, is being stuck in a room with one microphone that you don't have talking about politics. The Mueller report came out, right? No change, nothing going on, nothing that we know of. This has been a crazy political cycle. I'm pretty sure that no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, you've had some screaming, drag-out fights, maybe some people you don't talk to anymore, am I right? Anyone, just me? Okay. Well, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a Democrat. I'm not sure if it's obvious by my poverty. But I am a Democrat, and before the election, I had this real conversation with a very good friend of mine who I just don't talk to anymore. He screamed at me, if Hillary Clinton wins the election, the South will secede from the Union. I stopped talking because I didn't even know how to respond. I was like, and survive on what? Their main exports are diabetes and racism. I don't understand. I can say that. I have family deep, deep in Mississippi, okay? And I was like, buddy, they're not rising again. They need help to get up off the couch, okay? I did that bit last week at a Toastmasters event, of all things, and somebody, okay, all right, Toastmasters, give it up. And somebody said to me, you need to be careful with that because you don't know who's in the audience. And I said, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I can outrun any rascals. It's all good. I promise, that's my last joke about the South, in case anybody here is from the... Is anybody here from the South? Georgia. All right. All right. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, Georgia in the house. All right. I do love my family. My mom is actually a psychic medium. That's what she does. And this is true, she called me last week and she said, I just had to tell someone. I had a guy in here, he's a cardiologist, he's very successful, and he walks in, he sits down and he says, so I'm supposed to be a messiah, and I'm mad because God hasn't given me enough followers. And she said to me, who else has to deal with this? And I said, I don't know, a lot of people in the White House, but most of them have been fired. It's kind of a revolving door. I'm a teacher. In addition to this, I teach your children. And I gotta say, I mean, I love teaching, but I'm nervous about our education system. And it's not what people talk about. It's not the hard sciences or English, the social sciences. I'm not worried about that stuff. I'm worried about sex education in this country, okay? Here's why. If you accept federal funds in this country, you have to teach abstinence only for sex. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because you're paying money to teach kids how not to do something they're already terrible at. Okay? I needed no help not having sex in high school. I aced that class without even going. I was the phenom of the class. They asked me to tutor the football team in not having sex. That's how good I was. I think I had no game in high school. I think it was primarily my haircut. Shaped up a little bit, no judgment here. But it's true, I had terrible haircuts, and I had terrible experiences with hair. The worst one ever is I was 8 years old, and my mom took me somewhere. She said, hey, you know, let's get a haircut. I was like, okay, because I trust her, because she's my mother. This is a life lesson. And I get there, and she says something to the stylist, and I sit down in the chair, and the first thing the stylist does is run a shaver directly down the center of my forehead, just all the way to the back. Give me like a reverse mohawk. There is no rewind button on a reverse mohawk, okay? That is horrible, horrible. Totally, so they shave the whole head. I'm in Southern California, so it's just white. I'm just white right here. I get in the car, I'm crying. I'm like, Mom, I look like a Q-tip. She's got her hand on my shoulder. She's like, no, you don't, honey. You look like you have leukemia. And I was like, Mom. I was like, Mom, what did you tell her? And she said, I don't know. She kept pushing for like a size. I said, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. And I was like, are you telling me that at your age you don't know what an inch is? And she said, well, I've been married to your father for 10 years. I don't know what to tell you. It's true, it's tough. But since then though, I'm like serious about hair. Like, I vet my stylist more than I vet surgeons. Okay, and that's true, and you should too, because if your stylist fucks up, you still have to go to work tomorrow. My surgeon messes up, enjoy my debt society. Yeah, I'm getting to that age. I'm older than I look. I'm gonna give myself that. But I went to the doctor, and for the first time, they're like, you know, you should start thinking about your weight. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, she's like, you know, you're getting to the point where it's gonna start affecting like your everything. And I was like, all right. So I started the keto diet. Has anybody tried that here? Okay, a couple of tentative hands, like, is he gonna make fun of me? Yeah. So my mom had great success with it, and I tried it. Basically, if you're not familiar, it's like a no-carb diet, no bread, no sugar, no fun, nothing. And I did it. It worked. I lost 10 pounds, which was amazing to me because I didn't realize that's how much my will to live weighed. And my mom called a week in. She's like, how you doing? And I said, Mom, this is terrible. I have no energy. I don't even want to move. And she said, don't worry about it, honey. A week from now, you're going to have more energy than you know what to do with. I said, there's another problem. Because if I had energy right now, I'd know exactly what to do with it. I'd kill myself because I can't have any bread. But I did lose 10 pounds, and I went to the doctor, and they're like, you know, you still have to lose like 25 more pounds. I'm like, okay, I'm taking this seriously. So remember that the next time you see me, because my plan results in one less arm, because that's the only way I'm going to lose 25 pounds. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. So does anybody have friends? Anybody have friends here? No? I do have friends. I just don't see them that often because I found that my friends are just a little bit weirder than me, and that's not a line I like to cross on a daily basis. I'll give you an example. A few years ago, you may remember that in Canada, on a bus, a man killed his seatmate and started to eat it. Okay? Yeah, enjoy your dinner. And I said, and I read this in the morning, first thing, and I was like, this is amazing, I have to share this news. So I called my friend Lee, and I said, hey Lee, you gotta hear this. Some guy ate a guy on the bus. Without missing a beat, he says to me, he ate a guy on the bus? I wouldn't eat a sandwich on the bus. All right, my name's Wyckoff, guys.